I spent so many years making every mistake possible on my weight loss journey, wasting time, stressing over the wrong things, and struggling way more than I needed to. If I could go back and give my past self advice, these are the 10 things I'd tell her. But first, if you're new here, my name's Lacey and I help people simplify weight loss through nutrition, movement, and mindset. I've lost over 80 pounds multiple times, worked with hundreds of clients, and learned what actually works and what's just a waste of time. And stick around for number 1 because it's the thing no one ever told me about, but it changed everything. Let's start at number 10. The scale lies to you. You will step on that scale, see the same number, and think that you failed. I used to obsess over the scale.
It's obsession.
I would consider it a failure if I didn't lose even a little bit of weight every day. I still weigh myself daily, but now I recognize I also need to monitor my strength gains in the gym, how I stay consistent with my plan, and my body composition changes to be fully aware of my progress. And if the scale isn't the answer, then what is? Number 9, walking is more important than the gym. I used to think weight loss only happened inside the gym, that if I wasn't sweating through an intense workout or killing myself on a long run, it didn't count. But then I learned that the biggest factor in fat loss isn't what you do in that 1 hour in the gym, it's what you do the other 23 hours of the day. I learned about total daily energy expenditure, or TDEE, and how much more important total movement in a day was over that short workout. So I had the right habits, but I was still struggling to see results. And this next lesson is where most people quit too soon. Number 8, your hard work will pay off if you stick to it. The results aren't instant, but every workout, every healthy meal, every positive decision for your health, and every step forward is adding up, even when it feels like nothing is changing. This is why focusing on sustainability is everything. I almost quit multiple times because the process felt too slow.
This is so boring and forever taking.
I got caught in quick fix thinking. I tried diet pills, cabbage soup diet, restricting my food down to 1,100 calories a day, and so many other tactics. But long-term consistency in the simple, boring things is what actually led to success. But when I finally added this next lesson to my routine, it took my results to a whole new level. Number 7, strength training changes everything. I wasted so much time either doing or avoiding doing cardio to lose weight. I legit thought the only way to lose weight was to start running, but I hated running and I was really bad at it.
It's immediately awful.
It wasn't until after my 3rd baby, Hunter, was born that I even tried strength training. In fact, it always felt like a guy thing.
Lifting out huge triangular iron weights.
And not for me, and I was always scared that lifting weights would make me bulky, which it doesn't. I am so glad I got started because strength training completely changed my life for the better. I was literally able to make myself a stronger person, both emotionally and physically. So get started with strength training. Don't be afraid of it. This next lesson was the one that finally helped me break out of the perfection or failure cycle. Number 6, you don't have to be perfect. I thought I had to follow the perfect diet, hit every workout, and never mess up. And I would hate rest days at the gym because I was worried I would lose out on my progress or feel guilty after a cheat day, even if I had planned it. But I finally learned that progress comes from showing up even when it's messy and not exactly perfect. And so I used to be all in or all out, and I had to learn how to stay consistent even when life isn't perfect. And that's exactly why I created the brand Cleanish, because perfection isn't the goal. Building a lifestyle that actually works is. Now we're in the top 5 of these lessons.
We're halfway there.
Number 5, food is not the enemy. I used to be so terrified of food. I would track every calorie, cut carbs, avoid sugar. I would buy sugar-free and fat-free everything and limit what I had to just the absolute bare minimum of survival. I did lose weight, but I hated it, and I hated food for making me hungry. I hated myself when I gave into my hunger. It was pretty awful. Breaking free from the bad food, good food mentality and realizing how nutrition fuels your body to build muscle and thrive changed everything. I learned that food isn't the enemy. It's actually the complete opposite if you let it. But even after I fixed my diet, I still struggled. And it was because I hadn't yet learned this next lesson. Number 4, weight loss is more mental than physical. Your biggest struggle won't be workouts or food. It will be your mindset. You need to stop self-sabotaging and start believing that you can actually do this. It wasn't wasn't until I worked on my thoughts, my habits, and my self-talk that everything really changed. Instead of constantly telling myself, I always quit, or I'll never be someone who sticks with it, I had to start telling myself, I am someone who shows up. I am someone who follows through. Once I shifted my self-talk, weight loss became way easier. Losing weight is not just about food and exercise. It's about proving to yourself that you can do what you say you're gonna do. And once you master that, it actually applies to every area of your life, not just weight loss.
It's working! It's working!
So once I understood that weight loss was more mental than physical, I thought I would be set. Then I faced the next problem. What happens when you don't feel like showing up? Number 3, you will never feel motivated all of the time. I get asked so much how I stay motivated all the time. And I get it, I felt that way too. I kept waiting for motivation to show up, thinking successful people just felt like it every day.
All right, what's my motivation?
But motivation is unreliable. You need discipline, and that discipline is really called consistency in the form of small daily habits that add up over time. These help you show up for yourself every day, whether you feel like it or not. So if motivation wasn't enough, then what was? Well, let's talk about the next lesson. Number 2, your identity matters more than your goals. So instead of asking myself, how fast can I lose weight? I started asking, what would the healthiest, strongest version of me do? That single question forced me to start making better choices every day, every decision, not because I was trying to hit a goal, but because that was just who I wanted to become. But even then, I still wasn't fully happy. And that's when I learned the hardest lesson of all. Number 1, losing weight won't make you happy, but keeping promises to yourself will. I often tell my coaching clients that the real change with weight loss happens on the inside well before it happens on the outside. But for years, I didn't know that. I thought if I could just lose the weight, everything else would fall into place. I'd finally feel confident and happy, at peace with my body and with food. But here's what no one told me. Losing weight doesn't magically make you love yourself. I still remember stepping on the scale after losing a significant amount of weight the first time, expecting to feel this overwhelming sense of accomplishment and love for my body. But instead, I felt the same. I still had insecurities, I still wasn't happy, and that's when it hit me that happiness doesn't come from hitting a number on the scale. It comes from proving to yourself that you're the type of person who follows through. Even when I lost the weight, I was still that person on the inside. But when I started showing up for myself, when I followed through on my commitments, that's when I built real confidence. If I could go back, I'd tell myself, stop chasing a number. Start chasing the version of you who shows up, who keeps going, who builds real confidence by doing what she says she's gonna do. Someone who understands that weight loss is a journey and that you should love yourself no matter what phase you're in. I don't want you to waste years like I did. These are the same lessons I work on with my coaching clients, and I've also shared them inside my 30-day healthy program, because learning these things earlier can save a ton of time and frustration. Let me know in the comments what lesson resonates with you the most. And if you want more weight loss and healthy lifestyle strategies that actually work, I share them every week inside the Cleanish Squad, my free newsletter where I break down simple, sustainable ways to reach your goals. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time.